Let's do this video. Hi, welcome everyone to the video. Got a cup of tea in my hand because I want to talk to you guys about a few things, and I just want to say I love you guys so much. And straight into the video. I know I haven't posted in over 2 weeks since the explosion of my last cuck video. I understand that I could have streamed a lot and I could have made content, but the truth is I've got some seriously bad news. The past 2.5 weeks, Safi, my partner, the love of my life, has been so ill that she pretty much has been in and out of hospital a couple of times. And she was prescribed medication, which she's took, and she was seriously ill and she lost a lot of blood. And I kept my friends updated. I didn't tell my viewer base because I just didn't. I was worried, I was scared, I was panicked because it was really traumatizing for me and her. And I just want to let you guys know it's all over now. And she's finally feeling better. And for the first time in 2.5 weeks, we went out today and spent our day together, and that was lovely. So if you're wondering why I'm wearing a jacket, it's because I just got indoors and I'm feeling really good. And I just want to jump on here and tell you guys the fantastic news, which I want to share with you right now. In which I wanted to mention on the last note that me and Saf had a lot of content planned in the past 2.5 weeks. I was planning a lot of videos. I took a lot of comments from the last video, and I understand what you guys want, and I got a good idea on what I want to have content on this channel. And not just that, I want to talk about, I want to thank you guys so much for supporting her on OnlyFans. Without you guys, you've made our life 10 times easier, and you're all amazing. And I love you guys so much for supporting Safi, and you're brilliant. Now, moving on to the main topic, in which, to add on to the last note, me and Safi had a lot of OnlyFans content planned. Obviously, we haven't done that because she's been so poorly. It was so bad, I had to be a carer to her for the past 2.5 weeks. Again, it's over with now. She's getting better. She's only getting better now. She's still poorly, but she's getting better day by day. So that is it. I won't go into more details, but pretty much it's all sorted now. And the only way is up. Now, moving on to the main topic of this video, I've got some fantastic news, from brilliant news. And here it is. I am no longer in credit card debt. That's it. For the first time in 1.5 years, I'm no longer. It's all paid off. The £4,500 that I owed to my credit card company is finally paid off. And let me tell you guys, it has been the worst time of my life being in credit card debt. Excuse the phone. It has been the worst time of my life being in credit card debt. It's been the worst time. My advice to you guys out there straight away is do not, and I sound stupid, but do not get yourself into credit card debt. And it's so stupid how these credit cards work, because they give you a credit card and they make it £500. You think, oh, £500, yeah, just paid off at the end of the month. Oh, I'll put my fuel on there, my food and whatnot. And then what they do after a few months, they increase it to £1,000. So you start spending more. And then after a few months, they put it up to £1,500. No problem though, you can still pay it back. And then they're going to increase it to £2,000, £2,500, £3,000, £3,500, £4,000. Next thing you know it, you go onto online banking, you check into your account and you think, hey, I've got all this money, it's available, they're giving it to me, and you use it. And that's what happened in 2021. I want to mention this quick story. I've always been, the past 10 years, the past 8 years, not including the past 1.5 years, but the past 10 years, excluding the past 1.5 years, I was always in money. I've been lucky enough, I was lucky enough to stream on that website, Twitch TV, and I had a fan base straight away, and they were all very generous to donate to me and roast me and make fun of me. I've always had money. I always had a lot of money, and I got into money at the age of like 21. And I was fortunate enough to just not have any worries. I never had a job. And pretty much what happened was I was this young kid who had all this money, who thought, hey, it's never going to go away. And that's what happened. So I started living to extreme lengths of buying stupid hotels where it's £600 a night. Hey, no problem. I'll just stream for a week. No problem. I go out and I'll spend £500 on a night out and spend on loads of people, because why not? Because I just stream for the money, no problem. And then what happened was, when I was young, I made so much money. I made hundreds of thousands of pounds, hundreds, and I squandered it all, which we already know that story. And then what happened was, in 2021, in September, I met the love of my life, Safi, as you know her. And then what happened was, it was fine. I was in debt because at the start of 2021, I boomed the hell on Twitch and I became huge. And I was making about $30,000 per month. I had my best friend Ryan on payroll. He was on like 15% of my earnings, and we were having a great life. And then March of 2021, when I was at my peak of Twitch, I got banned. That's right, countercultured and all that, and a lot of jealous British people, hundreds of British People on Twitch gunned me down because in the UK, we've got something wrong with the society in the UK. No other country in the world, just the UK. When someone's doing well in the UK, it's called the crab effect. They don't want to see you doing well because they don't like you because they're doing shit. So they want to take you down. So when I was doing really well on Twitch and I was 15 to 20K viewers at March after 3 months of grinding, I was blowing up and I was becoming the biggest thing on Twitch. All the other UK content creators got together and cancelled me, which is whatever because I don't really care anymore. But at the time I cared. And so I was banned on Twitch and I had £35,000 in the bank account. And I thought, well, I've got 35 grand. So what did I do? I started spending money and I spent money throughout the whole summer of 2021. And I got drunk pretty much 3 to 4, 5 times a week. I didn't care. I was reckless. The only thing, I was so depressed from getting banned on Twitch that I went on a drinking binge because it was the only happiness I had. I didn't want to stream because YouTube didn't feel the same. And what I did was I spunked all my money on random people in Ashford and Canterbury and everywhere else I went to, like Brighton and Wales, Cardiff. I went bloody everywhere in the south because I just wanted to, because I didn't want to do anything in my life anymore but get drunk. That's all I want to do. That's how I got out my frustration, depression. I would go out and get drunk and forget about my memory, forget about everything. And I would like to spend hundreds of pounds on random people at the bar because it made me feel better about my shitty little life. And that's what happened. And then come September, the month that I met Safi, I ran out of money. That's right. I still had my credit card, but I ran out of money. I legit had about £1,000 to my name. I owed taxes. I had 4.5 grand available on my credit card. I had no other money hidden anywhere, no Bitcoin. I had nothing. I had bills coming out of my bottom, And I was so stressed and I met Safi. And you know what? It's the first month of dating her. I gotta spend some money. We gotta go on dates. We gotta buy bottles of wine. We gotta have a good time. We gotta go out for a drink. We gotta party hard. We've just met. It's the best time of our life. Gotta go to the cinema. And then what happened was YouTube, the current team that I'm on, the current team link. You know, when you join YouTube, you get offered a team. I'm on the team right now. They pretty much said they're gonna do me a deal and they're gonna sell merch for me. So they told me they're going to sell t-shirts for 30 bucks and hoodies for 50 bucks. So in my stupid brain, even though I didn't get told how much I'd make, I presumed that I would make $30 every time I sold a shirt at $30. So I sold over 100 merch altogether. And I did a calculation. And one of my friends, Ian, even donated $1,500 as a donation through their website. So in my brain, I used up all my credit card, and this is where I got into debt, credit card debt. I used all the credit card, £4,500. But don't worry, because I'm going to have about $7,000 coming through, and I can just clear my credit card. Well, guess what? I thought I'd have $7,000 come through. What did the current YouTube team send me? They sent me about $2,000. And that was nowhere near enough. So it was about 1.5 grand. And I was like, hey, where's the rest of it? And they were like, that's the rest of it. That's all of it. I was like, no. I've sold hundreds, 100 plus shirts. I can't, don't correct me on these numbers. They could be wrong, but I felt like I sold about 100 shirts and multiple hoodies. And I did do the calculations. I presume I made about $7,000. And they were like, oh, no, there's fees. There's shipping fees and there's material costs. And we take a cut and YouTube take a cut. And you're left with $3 per shirt. So I was like, what the hell? I'm getting 10% of the 90 profits. So I was really upset and gutted. And that, my friends, is how I got the credit card debt. And the past year and a half has been so bloody hell. It's been bloody awful being in credit card debt. Every month they would take out about £80 interest. I know it might not sound like a lot, but when you're not working, like me, because I haven't worked properly in about half a year, I haven't streamed. And so when they're taking £80 a month interest, and then they say, hey, we want a minimum payment of £130 by next month. If you don't pay it, we're going to fuck your credit score. And that's what happened. I just want to get on here and tell you all guys that the past year and a half since I met Safi, it's been the most worst financial time of my life. But I want to say this. Since September of last year, and Safi started OnlyFans, we started splitting all the bills. That's right. Half of the rent, half of the council tax, half of the energy bills, and half the food groceries. And if we go out with half everything. Let me tell you guys, I had outgoings. Before I met Safi, my outgoings were £3,000 to £4,000 per calendar month. My monthly outgoings now, do you know what I did? I cut off all my outgoings. That's it. That's how I got out of credit card debt. I cut off all my outgoings. Anything I didn't need, I scrapped it. All subscriptions, everything. I just cut it all off. And that, I stopped going out. I stopped shopping at Sainsbury's. I started shopping at Aldi. Sometimes I go to Tesco's if I'm feeling a bit rich. And that is how I saved money. So I cut off all my outgoings. My current monthly outgoings from £3,000 to £4,000 is now only £1,000 because that's all I can afford. So again, I don't work. I haven't worked in months. I need to start working. I will start working. I will start streaming and still I'm posting more content and making revenue myself. But I just want to get on here today to let you all know I'm no longer in credit card debt, and it feels bloody good. And I'm so happy that my start of 2023 is starting debt free. I want to thank you all guys who listened to my story. Please be careful. Don't live out a crazy lavish lifestyle. Because once you go in and live that life, it's hard to go back to living like a normal person. But yeah, the realization is you have to get used to it. And that's it. I want to thank you guys so much for supporting me and Safi. We love you so much. We have so much content planned for our OnlyFans. And I've got a lot of content planned for YouTube. I love you all so much. You're brilliant. Sorry that I've been away. I'm back now. It's Grow Score here. And cheers. You guys are the best. And I'll see you guys on the next one.